Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It is I, your host, Brooding Gamer, with another episode of Cretaceous Valley. Today we're going to continue working on our swamp section of our park, or the bayou section of the park. Today we're going to be working on I'm not entirely sure what dinosaurs I'll be putting in here. I've kind of been wanting to put an Edmontosaurus in the park for a little bit, and I've come across a couple really beautiful colors. And I was also watching Avatar while building this, so I'm kind of having a bit of an Avatar-themed enclosure. I know that for a fact. So I don't know what exactly I'll put in here, so I'm sure I'll show it off here in just a little bit with the enclosure. I do know for a fact I want to do Edmontosaurus. What I do with it, I do not know just yet. So without further ado, let us build into our new enclosure in our next section of the swamp bayou-like section of the park. I'm not entirely sure what else I'm going to be putting in this area. I'm going to try and do different areas throughout the episodes, so I'll work on this one for this episode and then work on another episode or dinosaur for the next one. I already got an idea of what I want to do for the next exhibit, but it'll be a surprise what you guys see. I'm very excited for it. I think it's gonna be. It's one of the dinosaurs I've actually not gotten to really make an exhibit for just yet. So I'm very excited to work on it. It is a carnivore. It is probably one of my favorite carnivores of this game. Something that was thrown at us out of left field. We were not expecting it. So I'm very excited to continue with this series. You guys seem to really be liking it. So I will go ahead, stop talking. I will go ahead, put some music on for you folks. Hopefully some themed music. And I will see you guys here in just a little bit with our live feed. All right. Enjoy the music. We have now entered our live footage here. We are now live. See, I'm moving around all willy-nilly. So we went ahead and we built our next swamp exhibit, which has Edmontosaurus and Nasutoceratops. Now, I kind of wanted to go for, if you guys can't tell here, I went for sort of a, let me see here, how I want to word it, a Pandora theme, I guess you could say, for Avatar. I don't know why, I just figured these bright blue colors would be really pretty on our Nasutoceratops and our Edmontosaurus. I will see if I can find an Edmontosaurus here. Yeah, the vibrant blues and everything, I really like that. I wanted to go ahead and do that for all of our dinosaurs in this particular exhibit. I don't think Edmontosaurus and Nasutoceratops were ever together. But again, this is just a sandbox park. We're having fun with it. Now, originally I had said that I wanted to make like a campsite all the way back here to keep separated from over there. And I may still do that. But I figured, you know, this whole little corner here was empty, and I needed to put something there. So I think what I ended up wanting to do was kind of make a campsite right in this area. And we'd have our visitor center signs, which, I mean, obviously there's no visitor center back here, but it's the best we could do to replicate there being a campsite back here. We don't have any campsite signs or hotel signs, anything like that. So back in this area, and I, of course, think I want to put some more plant life in this area here, just to kind of have this area have more. Maybe some bushes. Gotta have more bushes in your life. Without bushes, what good are you? What good is your life without more bushes? So yes, the way I have this set up is indeed you gotta have plant life, guys. That's what brings a park to life, and especially a campsite. A campsite needs to be something that is attractive to your guest, and if it's not attractive, then what are you doing? Why are you here? Why visit this place if it wasn't attractive? We are of course keeping with the theme that the swamp area is like a research camp kind of thing, so I may add some stuff over in here. But up the path here leading up to our first, or well, this would be our second, the high hide on the viewing platform, we have this little like spot here where there was some storage going on, and on the other side we have like a little research tent with some crates of research equipment, and of course this little solar powered doodad here to make sure that everything, all the computers in here work and everything for whoever's in there doing research on this particular section of the swamp. And, you know, well, I don't really know where I was going with that. So, back here, when you go into the campsite area, and I need to add some, I don't know if I want to add anything else over here. It'd be nice, but we have this little area here where you can come and enjoy these planters, and you can go to either the large hotel if you have some extra money in your little, jeez, the blue shirt club here. What's going on here? Everybody here with their blue shirts. Only the fanciest blue shirts get to go here. Oh, goodness. Sorry, it is like 5 a.m. here. I have not gone to bed because I've got so much to do tonight. I didn't get done, so I'm staying up all night trying to keep myself up. So recording is probably not helping because that would put me to sleep. Because talking makes me tired, especially when I'm talking to myself, trying to come up with things to say. So, over here is, like I said, our big hotel. And of course, we've got some solar power to keep things running in there. And then on the other side here, we have a little bit of it's a smaller hotel. So, see here, not many blue shirts. What is he doing? It's just a scientist taking notes awkwardly close to this poor table right here. I bet they're really enjoying him doing that. So, as most campsites go, you can rent out cabins like these here. These are little sectional bungalow kind of things. And they can even see dinosaurs from here. It says there's 4 dinosaurs visible. I'm trying to see who all that would be. Probably over here. So that's cool. And then over here there's 1, and then occasionally 2, because that one popped up. And you can get like little smaller cabins here. So it looks like there would be, I don't know if this is a cabin itself or if this is just 3 or... Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, look how professional I am. We have those, and then, of course, for those who don't want to spend all the extra money on a cabin, you can have little campsite here, little tents. And, of course, I tried to do the best I could to make a little fire pit, but these rocks are far too big. And, naturally, if it's anything like the campsites that I stay at or I have stayed at in the past, which is called the KOA here in Ohio, I'm sure there's other KOAs. And, no, don't ask me what KOA stands for. Campsite of America, I guess, maybe? I don't know. Why would it be spelled with a K, though? I don't know. But here's where your, like, tents would be, and yes, unfortunately, it is close to a latrine, bathroom, the loo, however you pronounce it, or whatever you call it from where you're from. I don't know. I've had a lot of people in Australia lately getting on here, and I'm kind of curious, like, what is it called in Australia? The loo? The toilet? The toilet, from if you're from the, you know, from us, the South, you know, toilet. I mean, we're not really South. We're not at all South. Ohio is definitely kind of a Mid-Eastern, I think. I don't really know what Ohio would be classified as. I have to look at a map and kind of compare it. We're more kind of just in the middle-ish. And then we have like a dining, I wouldn't really say a dining hall, but more of like they don't have picnic tables. So these would be, oh my good God. Seriously, nothing happens until I record. I don't cough, I don't sneeze, I don't yawn, and I never have to clear my throat unless I'm recording, and I hate that. It's just so annoying, and I'm so sorry, guys. I promise I'm not bored. So yes, this has been... I don't really know what you call it, but usually if we had picnic tables, we seriously need more scenery items. Like, I love, and I can't stress enough how much I appreciate what they gave us with everything here. But when you realize that you only have, let's see here, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 items there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 23... So 43 main, like, decor items, I would say, for an actual theme park. And then you have all this, I call it backlot stuff. Backlot items. Backlot items would be like, you know, so if I'm back here, realistically, let's say this is like a radio tower or something. And then you have your crane to help just get up there and repair things. And that is what I call... Oh, God, I'm so sorry, folks. I promise I'm not this unprofessional. I promise. That is what I call backlot items. A lot of the times you see people do that with, like, Planet Coaster or Planet Zoo, but they'll have their buildings, and then they'll go behind the buildings, and they'll add garbage cans, and they'll add big dumpsters, and maybe a dump truck. Not because it does anything for the park in the slightest, but it makes you feel like it's more realistic. So that's why I add that stuff back there. But you really do need, at a point, to start coming up with better options, you know? Like, I'm starting to think legit more statues. More statues would make this game 10 times better. I can promise you. Benches, if they could just animate or do little things, like even if I go right over here and I add one of these benches or these things here, if I add a restaurant and you use the feature where it will add benches and seating in front of the restaurant, people will sit down. They don't animate them sitting down, but they kind of just see, like right there, there's a lady or a guy, whatever that is. There's people sitting at these, and they're just there. Now, necessarily, they don't have to walk up and sit down, because they don't. When you add this, there's just people automatically there. Same with the hotel. People just automatically appear in these seating areas, and that is nice. But why is it like every time we place a bench here or these seating, people don't automatically appear on those to show that people are using them? They're kind of having the prehistoric kingdom effect right now, where items are being used, but nothing is being, like, you can place benches and you can place trash cans and they don't get utilized. It doesn't show people walking up and putting anything in there like in Zoo Tycoon. I mean, really, I don't think we're asking too much for more guest interaction with things. For guests to, I don't know, stop and look at an exhibit and point. They don't have to actually, like, be looking at anything, but just if a fence is registered next to a path, if there's a way of doing that, and having guests just stop and just look at it, that would be immensely better than they just walk and point. They just walk and go, ooh, ah, and then there's running and screaming, Sorry, I had to get that out. But nobody stops and does anything. The guests are kind of just, they hold hands, which is really cute. I like seeing guests hold hands. It is a whole new, guests interact with each other in a way, but they don't interact with their environment. And I wish there was more of that. It would be so much cooler to have guests do things with the environment, such as walk up and sit at picnic benches, or walk up and put something in a garbage can, or walk up and even just put something in like a donation box if we had something like that. If Zoo Tycoon can do that, so can Jurassic World Evolution too. Come on, guys. I feel like if they listen to the fans enough, and they have done such an amazing job listening to fans, I swear, but more things would be better. And I feel bad in a way because, they've already given us a lot, but at the same time, it's like, this is probably going to be the last Evolution game we get. Maybe not the last Jurassic Park builder kind of esque game, but probably the last Park Jurassic World Evolution game we get. And they need to make this the biggest one they can do. They need to add so many more things. I know we're going to get a lot more dinosaurs in the future, especially when Dominion drops. Oh my god. Therizinosaurus and the new Rex and the new Dreadnoughtus and the new Carnotaur and all these new skins. And that's just covering skins apart from the Therizino. All these new animals that are dinosaurs that are going to get released. And they have to release it. If Dominion is not involved, and I believe they already said they were doing Dominion content with this, there's a lot of dinosaurs that are involved in Dominion that need to be in here. And that would add a good amount. But if we could seriously just get more options, let me pull up something here. Let me see. Maybe a T-Rex skeleton. I get it that we did the Spinosaurus because that was in Jurassic World. I know that was on Main Street Jurassic World there. And that is awesome that we have that now. I can't thank Frontier enough for adding this. But we need just a few more things. More statues, more things to pop up. Because, we have this big carnivore here. Well, that's cool. That's good to put in front of a Spinosaurus exhibit. And I know it would be asking far too much to get, a skeleton for each species. That would not be possible. It would be possible through modding. But it would not be possible, probably. Well, I don't really know. If modding could do it, I don't see why Frontier can't do it. But it would be so freaking cool. Let's say I had my Parasaurolophus in this exhibit, and to just have a Parasaurolophus skeleton sitting in front of that. That would be so cool. Or maybe just an information kind of a panel that gives information that guests can walk up and stare at, and what it would appear to us is just a kind of like this sign right here, but it would have a map on it or something, or you could, I don't know. More things need to be added to this game, and that is obvious. Guest interaction would be fan-freaking-tastic. I do love how we have, actually, it's kind of strange. We have pterodactyl poles here, but why is there nothing for the Marines? Why is there nothing, Marine-esque? We have this Spinosaurus skeleton here. Now, Spinosaurus is getting a lot of love. Why don't we get one with a T-Rex skeleton or a Parasaurolophus skull? T-Rex skull. Anything that is not just Spinosaurus. I love my Spinosaurus, but why just him? Can we get some skeletons for herbivores? Maybe a Triceratops skeleton. Just stuff to put on the edges of our path. You have this here, having a skeleton just on the edge. Maybe let me do something here and just show you guys how much more of a difference this makes. Just having this in here. So we put that in there. And I do apologize. Let me find a better place for this. Let's see. Where's our campsite? Our campsite's back there. So maybe put it right here. Let me see. Of course, I'm getting the hitbox in this game is atrocious. So we'll place that there. That unfortunately gets rid of all of our trees that we had beautifully placed. And then let's see how I want to do this. Do I have... I don't think I want to do... You know what? We'll do this way. Where'd my tree go? Another good thing, allow us to have access to all trees in Sandbox. I feel like that'll eventually get dropped, but all trees in Sandbox mode would make things so much better, because we could actually do themed areas in our park, and that would be so cool. Give us access to all terrain paint and all trees in each park. I like that they gave us individual trees, but it's one of those, thank you guys, but it could be better. So anyway, as I was saying, we've got this little area here, and I take inspiration from Disney's Dinosaur. When you go on that ride, there is a whole section, like, oh, I'm in replace, that's why I'm not finding anything. But if I add that there, let me just do it this way. We'll add, no. Oh, wow, that is actually a lot bigger than what I was expecting it to be. I do apologize. Sounds like I'm losing my voice, and I promise I'm not. Not that you guys would be upset with that. But it just, like, having this behind there to just kind of block off an area, and just having, like, when you go into Disney's Dinosaur, when you go through the main gate to that ride, there's, like, a big Sue skeleton. And you just have like a wall of trees behind it, or a wall behind it in general, and just stuff on both sides. That really makes a difference. More skeletons, more statue options would really help that. I think it would make things look a lot better, because statues, decor really makes a park. And it would be really cool to have some sort of, I don't know, anything that has like a scenery rating. Having a scenery rating would truly make this game a lot better. I think that way people would be encouraged to use more decor items, more scenery, just stuff like this. We need more statues, more skeletons, more just anything that we can do. Another thing, if I may, new music. They added hardly any new music to this game, and if they did add any new music, it's more just like a repaint, kind of a I don't know what I'm trying to say, like a remix. There we go, remix. More of a remix of the exact same music from Jurassic World Evolution 1. Give us options to have, like, movie-themed music in each. Like, we can turn that on and off for, like, YouTubers, so we don't get hit with copyright every time we do an episode. But just have different music that in more maybe a frequency of music, because I know I can play through part of this game and I'll barely hear any music whatsoever except for when I'm releasing dinosaurs. That is a problem. There is so much more to this game that can be worked on to make it better, and they can do it. It's not that they don't want to do it. I know they've got a lot on their plates, and I know, unfortunately, I hate to say it, that, there is still somewhat of a... Oh, excuse me. My point exactly. I don't cough until I record. There is still a pandemic happening, so I do understand that things can't just be, like, super easy, and they're probably working very, very hard right now on Dominion DLC. And, like, if we could with Dominion DLC, give us some new items with that as well. Maybe some vehicles that we can place and have, like, people could make parking lots outside of the thing. That'd be cool. Or just have a Jeep that we can place to make it look like, that there's someone's driven there and stuff like that. Some Biosyn themed items would be awesome, or some new fountains, or I don't know, maybe even a statue that is like all the Atrociraptors together. Because, you know, like if you go on the Velocicoaster, there's like a big statue inside the queue line that is the 4 raptors from the Raptor Squad, Delta, Charlie, Echo, and Blue. And that is really cool. But maybe we could get something like that for the Atrociraptors, or a Therizinosaurus statue or skeleton, or just something. I don't know. We need more. And one of the things that I've had somebody say in my comments was that they missed the buildings from Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, because some of them had like big ballooned items on top of them. Like the I think it was the gift shop, had a huge T-Rex and balloon attached to the top of it. I missed that. That was really cool, and it would get people to want to recreate Jurassic World Evolution too as well, and I think that'd be awesome. I wish they could get a hold of the sounds, because then you could have like an option to turn on Operation Genesis sounds, and so all your dinosaurs that were in Operation Genesis would make the same sounds that they did in Operation Genesis. So I think that'd be really cool as well. But I completely went off the rails on this. I went on a complete ramble, and I did not mean to. I'm so sorry. But hey, at least it gets people's creative juices flowing. So I don't know whoever started that, creative juices. It just doesn't sound normal. So yeah, this was the I don't want to call this Camp Cretaceous over here, but it kind of reminds me of Camp Cretaceous. But we did a little campsite. We did our Edmonto / what do you want to call it? Nasuto, big nose boy. So I'm very happy with this. I'm really starting to fall in love with some of these dinosaurs that normally nobody would. Like Edmontosaurus has kind of started growing on me again. I'm not entirely sure what made it grow on me. Maybe it's just the basicness of this. Basicness is not a word, but just the how basic the animal is. It doesn't have to be so all these spikes and flared and have all these extra appendages or anything to be cool. Just being, you know, as Owen says, they're dinosaurs. Wow, enough. They don't have to be this giant, beautiful. Well, beautiful helps. These colors definitely help. That's all I can say. I think we'll call this exhibit the Beast of Pandora. I think that'd be really cool. So I think that's what we'll call it. So I think I've rambled on enough. This episode is probably going to be close to a little over 30 minutes at this point anyway. So I want to thank you guys again for all the support I've been getting. I will never stop thanking you all. Probably gets annoying by this point. But you guys have been amazing with everything. I mean, the views on the gaming videos I wish could grow a little bit more, because unfortunately for the people who are only here for toy hunting, I don't want to just focus on the toy hunting. I want to focus on everything Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. I want to have fun with all of it. I don't want to be limited to just one thing. I found out recently my coworkers, including some of the doctors I work for, have started watching my YouTube channel, and it actually got brought up at our staff meeting the other day. It was really funny. The owner of the practice, I had made all these exciting things about, or I was talking about how excited I was because I hit 1,000 subscribers, and now I could get monetized and eventually start making a little bit of money off this, and use that money to put towards the channel, use it to buy more stuff so that I can continue the toy hunting videos and buy better equipment, maybe even update my PC one day, and then maybe start play this game on my PC and not be limited to just all the little things where I have to constantly take pictures off my Elgato, and I could start using the NVIDIA program to take pictures off that. So many things. Yeah, any money that I would make off this would honestly probably go to helping me live. I would love to be able to buy a house if I could ever get big enough on YouTube. I could love to be like, well, I can pay rent very comfortably now and also work from, working at my vet job and doing YouTube on the side. But I got very sidetracked as I was explaining this whole thing. But yeah, I got brought up at a staff meeting that as the owner of the practice was talking, he said, we can't all be big time famous YouTubers like Mr. Pierce over here. And of course he was kidding. And everybody in the room got a big chuckle out of that. And then one of the doctors, she's very old school. She's kind of looking around like, what's going on? And I was like, I'm started my YouTube channel back up a little while back, and it's taking off a lot better than I expected. And she's like, I don't even know what YouTube is. I'm like, everybody got a good laugh out of that too. So, thank you all so much. The 1,000 subscribers, I don't take credit for that. I know I create the content and you guys enjoy the content, but I wouldn't have gotten there if it weren't for you guys. So I can't thank you all enough. You guys have been absolutely amazing. I'm kind of just been running around this whole area while I talk, and I apologize. Actually, I do kind of want to. We're gonna walk through it. How about that? Yeah, let's do that while I talk instead of just being annoying. You guys, I don't know what I would do without you. You guys, well, I'd be not getting views, and I'd probably not want to make YouTube videos because nobody watches them. Ooh, that's a nice plaid shirt. I like that. I like that. Oh. Well, don't let me interrupt you two. Yeah, we need mascots. Can we get mascots? Can we get people in dinosaur costumes running around? Like that Carnotaur in Dinoland, USA and Animal Kingdom. So this looks cool. I like this. I bet it'll look cool at night too when the lights kick on. That would be really cool. Yeah, but some T-Rex here, a Parasaurolophus, something, please. Come on. Yeah, that's awesome. And then we have the Edmontosaurus and the Beast of Pandora, we'll call it that, with our big sign here. And I don't remember what button it is to move faster, I think. Oh, nope, not that one. There we go. There's the oh my god, baryonyx. And so here we go. Oh, I don't like that. The arrow is pointing that way, but oh well. They'll get the idea. Here's the big amber rocks, which I'm so glad they added. I'm surprised they didn't add them in the first version of the game. So, yep, bro. There. I don't know what you're pointing at. That was a tree. So going this way will bring us to werewolves. It's a full moon. Okay, to our big plaza. Really liking this. And hopefully I'm loud enough. I don't know how loud I am compared to usual. I'm probably not that loud. I don't know. And I apologize if I'm not that loud. If you guys have to... I really need to figure out how to get my sound up better. That is always my biggest problem. Okay, so if you want to be rich and get a big boy cabin, you can get the big boy cabin. Or you can go this way and you can get what you want to call it, a wee boy cabin. Yeah. Or if you don't, you average and you spent all your money at the gift shops or just getting into the park, you can go to the normal campsite. And there's bushes. Can't have a campsite without bushes. And then you can just stay at a campsite. At this campsite. Go to the bathroom. Go to this campsite. Or these tents. I don't know why I'm talking like this. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode off here. I have done enough rambling. I have talked nonstop for about 30 minutes. So this video is already going to be long as all get out. So thank you all for watching. You guys are fantastic. I love every single one of you. Except for you. I don't love you. You know who you are. But thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. This is Brooding Gamer, signing out.